What up, what up? It's your boy AD, and that's all day in the spot. Turn up for the family, turn up for the squad, turn up for everybody that you motherfucking know, you feel me? Up in here, still got my tea up in here, man, with another video, man. Still drinking my black tea. And, this video finna be about the Get Out movie, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really did kind of want to do this. I do. There's a lot of things I be thinking about doing, but I did want to make that. Why? Because me, I'm the type of person, like, I'm gonna just tell you right off the jump, I didn't see the movie, but I did watch a lot of previews, and I do know what happens in the movie because I know people who've seen it, and I already, me, I'm the type of person who go watch a movie and kind of already know what the movie is gonna be about before that happens. And I'm gonna be honest, that's what it be, because it's a lot of movies I've done like that where I'll just see the preview and I know exactly what that movie gonna be and what they gonna show, and then when I go watch it, it just proves me right. Now about this Get Out movie, man. I mean, when I first seen this movie, I seen this movie like, shoot, first time I seen it probably was before February even hit. I think I started seeing previews for that late January, and it caught my attention. Because a lot of these movies nowadays, I mean, I'm not even a big real movie fan. Like, I love movies, I watch a lot of movies, but I definitely understand what movies are about. I understand what they do, what they try to show. And nowadays, I just don't even really feel like it's really good to even be spending money for these movies and watching them. And if you do watch them with a clear head and an open mind. Don't get so dragged into these movies that you feel like it's real or it's really something good. My bad, I'm getting, what is this? My bad, now I'm getting this. Now I'm getting this and stuff. My bad, Texas. But basically what I'm trying to say is, okay, so what's up with this movie? This movie is basically about this black dude who was in an interracial relationship, you know what I'm saying, with this white girl or whatever. And then they go to this town, everything seems cool and seems great, but then it turns out to end up being worse than what it really was, you know what I'm saying? And oh, I might say a few spoilers in there in this. I'm not gonna really try to say spoilers. I'm just gonna try to stick to the aspect of the movie, because the aspect of the movie is about a guy, trying to get out, because the movie is called Get Out. Notice when you first seen the movie come on, the title and stuff was all black and white. Now people calling me, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Everybody want to call me and stuff when I make the video. Notice that it was called and titled Get Out. You know what I'm saying? Like, notice that. And basically what I'm trying to say is it was also black and white. Because that's what this movie is really trying to show you. It's trying to show you black and white. Because a lot of things, if you notice, that's been going on, especially in like the past 4 to 5 years, has been about black and white, racist type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to do in this movie. It's like they're trying to just show you that things aren't what they really truly are. Because, I mean, let's be honest. I feel bad for any black person that will want to go watch that movie and be like, yeah, this is cool, this is great, everybody should see it. I mean, if you should watch it when it come out on the cable or Netflix or something, don't try to spend money for that type of entertainment, because I feel like we could be in better movies. Like, why is it a movie about a black dude who's dating a white woman who goes to a white neighborhood and everything turns bad and they're doing bogus things to black people and trying to do stuff to him? And the stuff that they do in this movie is some real creeped out stuff. So it tries to throw you out the narrative like white people can't be evil to black people, like it's just a movie. But in reality, it can be like that, and it could be in the form of just what people think about you or feel towards you. It's not a good movie. Yeah, it just stopped. It's not a good movie. That was another J-Rock beat too, in my honest opinion, because it just shows the evilness. Like, why it couldn't be a better role with him being something? Why is it got to be a black dude in there trapped, and why is there black people in there talking about why, oh, I like white folks, but they're all brainwashed and they all act like they don't know what's going on. That's kind of like the reality of the world we're living now. it's like black people are acting like all the white people and stuff are cool and got their backs, but in reality they kind of don't. And this ain't racist, because I know it's some good white people out here, but a lot of white people don't understand what black people really go through and what's really happening to them and why they're oppressed. So, and because it's a fact that we're oppressed and we're going through bad stuff, and we got it the worst. This is a fact. You know, this don't even got to be proven. And it ain't even about how we act or how they try to portray us on TV and in the news and stuff. It's way different than that. Now they calling me back. Oh my goodness. Don't you hate when people call you back? You don't answer, then they call you back. Like, dang it. Like, I'm going to hit you back. But, and again, I'm not trying to sound racist or nothing like this, but I'm just being honest and true. Because why would they make a movie like this? They're trying to show you this in your people's face. You know, they already got black people like in movies where we're shown as thugs and idiots and people who can't do nothing right. And we're always being shown cheating on each other and doing bad things. We already done got used to that and being bummy and broke, seeing stuff like that and us accepting it like, oh, let's play these good. Yeah, that's us. That don't make no sense how these movies have all this money, but they're not, you know, they're not trying to make us look better, because they definitely got the money to make us look better, but they still put us in these messed up roles. And then here you go with a black person, like I said, who just hop up in this, and now he's with this white woman, and now everything turned bad, and now he has to get out, and all the white people seem like they're real creepy and stuff. It's like trying to tell you something. Another thing I feel like it's trying to tell you, and I hope people don't get mad at me, but I'm just being honest, is the fact that interracial dating is not exactly where you want to go, and when it comes to who you date. Because I don't know why I see a lot of movies like that, and I see a lot of this in real life, where if you see someone that interracially date, it never turns out good. It always turns out real bogus and real messed up. And it's really because it's hard to understand, you know, unless someone is really educated, which we don't have a lot of people like this. It's very hard for people to understand another person of another race, because everybody gets treated differently and shown differently in this country, and people, that's why they're always pushing that narrative like we're all one, we're all equal, so people will overlook what's really going on. You see what I'm saying? So now they want you to interracially date people, so it's like forgetting who you are. It's also like shunning your own race, because I mean, like I said, a race does look better if they just date their own race. You know, people dating outside their race kind of makes them look like their race isn't that good. And it shouldn't be about, oh, a preference. It's about your race. You know, that's why they want you to forget about your race and think that we're all equal. You know, like black folks should never think that we're equal, because obviously we're the most oppressed. We're the least to get hired. We're the least to get money or anything or handouts. We're the least to get help from anything. It's a fact. You know, I know they just study hitting me up, man. I know they just. That's how it be sometimes. Once you start doing something, that's when everybody want to hit you up. But like I was just saying though, you know, and I've seen other movies like this too. I have, yo. And like I said, even in real life, I've seen this, man. It always be some bogus. I can go a lot more deeper about interracial dating. But if you want to do that, that's you. But I advise people to stick to their race. I think you will have a better chance of having a better relationship. And again, don't get mad at me. This is just how I feel. I mean, if you like dating outside of the race, then go ahead. I'm not saying, hey, don't do it. That's what you do. But I'm telling you what's up. That's why they encourage these movies with the interracial dating, because that's what they want you to do. Cause you know, if it was really that great, they wouldn't show interracial dating like that, because they wouldn't want people to do it. You know, cause you know how people's brains work. They see it, they want to do it. They, you know, that's how it works. But and then notice how everything turns bad in that movie for him. Everything turns bad. I mean, he can. I'm not gonna, like I said, spoil the movie or nothing, but just know, man, anything can happen to this guy. And there's other black people around that saying they like white people when bad things are happening. And these white people are doing real messed up stuff, man. And I'm not saying every white person is bad or nothing like that, but this is how they're showing them in the movie. And I know it is a lot of white people that really do feel bad things about black people and dislike black people. And you know, a lot of it isn't because that's just them. A lot of it is just because of the brainwashing in the media and all the bad things that's being shown. So where there are white people might automatically assume we don't need no black folks, and even though they don't, a lot of them probably don't even never even known a black person, a real black person closely and got to know them. Because a lot of white people like to like those coony black people, you know, those black people who don't care about other black people who's hurting, you know, them black people who act like they're the best and they don't have to worry about their families and where they came from. You know, those black people who try to basically try to live a lifestyle they can't live, not realizing they got it the toughest. You know, if you got it the toughest, so you got to work it the hardest. And if you get lucky, don't ever give up on realizing you're still black. You know, and that's what they want black people to do. They want black people to just think like, okay, you're not black anymore. Now you're like us. But that's just the point. You're never going to be treated like them. That's just the point. You know, when black folks integrated, it wasn't because I guess I'm gonna end this video like this because I do got some stuff to do. But when black folks integrated, it wasn't because they wanted to really help black folks out and really do for black folks. They integrated us so we would think that we were equal, but we still never get it treated equally. That's why all the towns and stuff are segregated. As you can see, but white people don't really stay by black people. Most white people stay in white neighborhoods, and notice how the neighborhoods look better and there's better stuff going on because they made it and set it up like that. It ain't because black people don't want to do nothing and can't work. I mean, most black people can't even get hired just because they're black. That really exists. I'm not even joking, because think about it. They can rather pick a white person or somebody over you than a black person. They already got their minds filled with all this goofiness on TV and everything else, making them think that every black person is dumb, stupid, and ain't about nothing, which is not the truth. You know, and then the fact that we're more likely to be poor really makes them think that we ain't shit, because of the fact that they think most people in this world think that money really means success and, you know, smarts, which is not true. That's why I made that other video, because that's obviously not true, because money doesn't change who you are. And you know, it's a lot of things in your life that money cannot change in who you are and what it comes to you know who you are and what you do. So again, so they integrated us just so we would shut the fuck up. Cause just think about that. Just like a bully. If a bully is constantly beating your ass and fucking with you and you know it, eventually you gonna stand up and fight back. But if the bully is acting like he's your friend, but low-key still doing you but dirty, but still coming in your face and act like, hey, we're friends, we're cool, then you won't fight back and you'll think you're cool, but the whole time you'll be treated the worst. That's basically what happened when they integrated us. Because just think about it, if we would have just stuck together, we probably would have our own shit by now and be doing our own shit and wouldn't have to worry about nobody else and asking nobody for nothing. Instead, we decided to get into their system, which is rigged against us, and now go under the false belief that they really care about you, so you wouldn't even understand your own other black people's dramas and misfortunes. And that's why so many black people now are at each other's throats, because they're blinded to the truth of their own oppression. You know, they're so quick to try to jump up and try to get ahead of everybody else, i.e. the black people, because that's who's at the bottom. Then it's like they don't care about working together to lift the whole thing up. You know, that's why they integrated us. Because if you were still out here shooting holes in us and doing all this and just literally blatantly telling us like, yeah, we don't like you, eventually we're going to figure that out. They don't like us. But if you play it off but you're still doing bogus on the side, now it's like folks going to hate each other for no reason and they ain't going to wake up. There you go. And that's why they like the Cooney people, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's up with these people, these black people starting to show up in these shows with these British accents and stuff. I'm starting to notice like they're starting to put them more on than regular black people, you know? So that's something to think about too. Because I have been seeing that more and more frequently, like because I didn't used to see that much in the past. But there you go, man. Hope you enjoy my little idea about the movie. And like the video, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you've seen it. Tell me what parts tripped you out. Holla at you guys later. Peace out.